I'm Rod Sterling. You're listening to the Zero Hour.
Suspense.
I'm the Whistler.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Who is it?
The Fat Man.
Presents The Man Called X.
The Mysterious Traveler.
Another journey into the realm of the strange and terrifying. I hope you will enjoy the trip, that it will thrill you a little and chill you a little. So settle back, get a good grip on your nerves. Where are we going? You'll find out when we get there.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Drama and Theater, brought to you by Duane Old Time Radio. Drama and Theater features some of the best programs from the golden age of radio, including Escape, The Fat Man, Suspense, The Whistler, Zero Hour, Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar, and many, many more. Before we start today's drama, if you enjoy what I'm doing, let me ask you to subscribe to my channel. Subscribing is 100% free, and you will receive notifications on new posts. Lastly, if you have a moment, write a short 1 or 2 sentence review or give a rating on your preferred podcast service. And now, on to the drama, and thank you for your support as always. Welcome July on Mystery and Suspense with CBS Radio Mystery Theater. 2 episodes. The first is The Murder Museum. Originally aired April 9th, 1974. And then Out of Focus, the 72nd episode, which originally aired April 10th, 1974.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall, opening the door to another tale of mystery and suspense, inviting you to open your ears and your mind to the world of terrifying imagination. You're about to be taken on an unusual museum tour. There won't be any Mona Lisas on this tour, no Greek vases or Roman statuary, because this establishment specializes in only one kind of exhibit. And that's why our story is called The Murder Museum. You may have been to a murder museum like the one in our story, a house of wax, where the most brutal crimes of the century are recreated in paraffin for the wide-eyed enjoyment of the public. But now you're going to have the unique opportunity of hearing one of the most shocking exhibits of all speak for itself.
Oh, John, please believe me. He means nothing to me. I swear it.
And that's why he was in your bedroom, Ada. Is that why?
Please. Oh, think of our little boy. Look at Vincent. You're frightening him to death.
Death. That's right, Ada. Death.
Please.
That's what you deserve.
Our mystery drama, The Murder Museum, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Henry Slessor and stars Michael Wager. Our tale begins inside the Murder Museum itself, the home of Professor Raphael Gallinari's House of Horrors. There's a fair-sized crowd in the museum today. As usual, they listen in fascination to the words of their tour guide as he takes them from one bloody exhibit to another, recreating for them the terrible crimes which have immortalized these criminals and their victims. But there is one person in the crowd who seems reluctant to listen to his words, who hangs back and shields her pretty eyes from the sight of the wax images. Her name is Lisa Brandon.
To this day, no man knows the true identity of the madman known as Jack the Ripper. But the theory persists that he may well have been a physician or at least a medical student, judging from the skill with which he wielded the instrument you see clutched in this hand as he attacks the terrified young woman. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes the tour of Professor Gallinari's Murder Museum. Thank you for your patronage, and please tell your friends about us.
Sir, excuse me.
Yes, miss?
Could I ask you a question?
Well, yes, of course.
I was curious about the Raymond exhibit, but I see that you haven't opened it to the public.
No, miss. The Raymond exhibit is still closed for repairs.
Well, the truth is, it's the only reason I came to the Murder Museum. I wanted to see the Raymond.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. The exhibit won't be open for another week at least. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going out for some coffee.
But even if it isn't completely ready, I wonder if you'd mind showing it to me.
Oh, I'm sorry, miss. I can't do that.
Well, I came a long way to see it, all the way from San Francisco. It would be a terrible disappointment. Look, I'm willing to pay you.
Now, please, put that money away, miss. Why is it so important for you to see the Raymond? You, any connection with the family?
Well, yes, in a way. I knew Vincent Raymond. I met him when he lived in San Francisco.
I see.
Look, you said you were going out for coffee. Could I come with you?
Well, sure. I just go to this little coffee shop down the street, but you're welcome to come along. So you knew Vincent Raymond. You an artist, too?
No, not really. But my brother owned a small art gallery on Green Street.
And sold Raymond's paintings?
Well, actually, no. He didn't really care for Vincent's work. It was so dark and gloomy. Frightening, really. But he felt sorry for him, and he loaned him some money, and sometimes he let him help out in the gallery.
And that's how you met him?
Yes, that's right. I came home from college, and I met Vincent. I didn't know anything about him.
Meaning, about his parents?
It took Vincent a long time before he was willing to talk to me about them. Vincent?
Yeah?
Isn't that music a little loud?
Sorry, I'll turn it down.
Are you angry with me or something?
No, why? Why should I be?
I don't know. You've hardly said 2 words to me tonight. All through dinner,
I was trying to digest that rotten food. Whoever told me that restaurant was worth trying must have had a secret death wish.
I didn't mind it.
Had only one thing to recommend it. It was cheap. That's the only criterion I have, you know?
I didn't complain, did I?
No, you never complain. You just suffer in silence. You think I'm some kind of gifted, starving artist who has to be tolerated for his poverty.
Oh, you're so hard on yourself, Vincent.
Well, let me tell you something, Lisa. I'm starving, but I'm not an artist.
Well, let's not talk about it tonight. Let's just relax.
You know I can't paint. Your brother knows it. I fill all my canvases with memories of my own nightmares, only you cannot call them art.
Vincent, why do you paint in such a gloomy style? I've never seen you paint with anything that had any color or lightness. All those blacks and grays and slashes of red. Oh, I know I'm no sort of expert, but can't you talk about your work with me?
There's a reason for it, Lisa. There's a reason.
Well, what?
I told you, my nightmares, they're all visions in black and gray and slashes of red.
Well, then if you won't talk about your paintings, why not tell me about your nightmares?
You wouldn't enjoy hearing about them. Or rather, about it.
It?
I have only one nightmare. Just one. I have it virtually every night. Sometimes it follows me into the daylight. I can close my eyes, and there it is. For years, I've tried to destroy it by painting it. Not its details, just its colors. But the therapy hasn't worked.
Please tell me about it.
I've never told anyone before.
But why not?
I suppose I never met the person I wanted to confide in. Maybe now I have. But if I'm going to do that, this music has to stop. My mother's maiden name might mean nothing to you, but at one time, many years ago, it was famous among people who loved the theater. She was an actress. Her name was Ada Krim.
Ada Krim? I think I do know that name, Vincent.
She was born and raised in England. She was known as the beautiful Ada. She didn't have a very long acting career because she capped her success on the stage with an even more successful marriage. She became the bride of John Lloyd Raymond.
Your father?
Yes. My father. He was a wealthy man. My grandfather had left him heir to one of the largest glass manufacturing companies in the West. Mirrored glass was his specialty. It seemed very appropriate to have our house full of mirrors. Maybe that's how it all started, that problem.
What problem?
Well, you know the way mirrors are, Lisa. After a few years go by, they stop being kind. And when that happened to my mother, she had to do something about it. Something to prove that she was still the beautiful Ada. No matter what the mirrors were beginning to say.
And what did she do, Vincent?
She took lovers. Lovers are the best kind of mirrors for a bored rich woman.
Were you the only child?
Yeah. I was her only child. At first, I was a pampered little boy, one of her favorite playthings. Then she became bored with me, too. She stopped noticing that I was around. Maybe that's why she never made any attempts to hide her actions from me. She simply didn't know I was there.
Vincent, you saw these men?
I think I've said enough.
So, you never found out what Vincent's dream was all about?
Not then, I didn't know.
But you could have guessed, I suppose, if you knew the history of Ada Krim and John Raymond.
Well, yes, I became curious enough to learn the history. I had a friend who worked in a newspaper, and she checked into the dead files and found the story for me, the whole terrible story. But I didn't tell Vincent that I knew about it. It was obvious that he didn't want anyone to know the truth. But one day it emerged.
How?
Well, it was a beautiful spring day, the first really warm day of the season, and Vincent and I went for a walk. Vincent, why don't we walk down to Ghirardelli Square? We could do some window shopping, maybe have some lunch.
Considering the state of my finances, we'd better window shop the restaurants, too.
Oh, no, I have money.
Good for you.
Are you going to be stubborn again?
I'm going to teach you a lesson.
I'll tell you what, Vincent. I'll buy myself some lunch if you want to split a hamburger
Wait a minute,
with me.
Lisa.
Fool around with me.
Get your hands off me!
You need a lesson.
Hey, you get away from her!
It's about time somebody...
Get away from her!
Help me!
Hey,
Help
You
me!
take your hands off her!
Away from her.
Please, Vincent!
my wife.
I don't give a...
Stop it, Vincent, for God's sake! Vincent! Vincent!
I'm sorry, Lisa. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I just went crazy.
Why? What made you do it, Vincent? You could have killed that man.
I couldn't stop myself when I saw what he was doing and what he was
But
going
they
to
were
do.
man and wife.
Yeah. Man and wife. So were my parents.
Was that the reason? Was it because you saw your mother and father quarrel?
Quarrel? You think that's all they did? Don't you know the truth yet?
Yes, Vincent, I do know. I didn't want to tell you before, but I know that your father murdered your mother.
And you know how he murdered her. My father came home early one night. A full day earlier than he was expected. He walked into my mother's bedroom, and that man was there. Might have killed him, too, but he was fast on his feet. We lived in a very old-fashioned house, Lisa. A quaint, old-fashioned Victorian manner, the kind that still had gas lamps on the wall and fire axes. I used to hear my father joking to his friends about the fire axe on the wall.
Vincent, don't talk about it.
When he saw my mother, he ripped the axe off the wall, and he used it.
Please.
You read about it, Lisa, but I saw it.
You what?
I was 6 years old, terrified 6-year-old, who came to find out what all the noise was about.
Oh, no.
I saw the whole thing happen from the first stroke of the axe to the final blow.
Oh.
Now you know what my nightmare is all about, all the blacks and grays and slashes of red.
Oh, you poor man.
All right. Now, I've told you the whole story, so maybe now you know why I can't see you again.
What?
Don't come near me again, do you hear me?
Vincent!
Don't come near me. Ever!
It's been said that the mind is like a haunted house, where the ghosts of the past rattle their chains and cry out their suffering. Of course, that's why we have our psychiatrists and psychoanalysts, and these days, even our exorcists. The house cleaners of the mind. But what will it take to free Vincent Raymond of his demons? Or can he ever be freed? We'll find out. And now, Act 2 of The Murder Museum. Lisa Brandon has come all the way from San Francisco to see the Raymond exhibit. But she seems to be having a hard time talking the museum guide into allowing her a private showing. However, she hasn't given up.
Yes. I was in love with Vincent Raymond, and I was terribly unhappy when he walked out of my life.
You mean you never saw him again?
Oh, yes, I saw him again, but things weren't the same between us. He was tormented by the memory of what he had seen, and it changed his life.
The dreams began in the orphanage. They began there and they never stopped. I woke up screaming in horror every time the dream came to me. I became an outcast, without friends, without sympathy.
Oh, Vincent, I'm so sorry.
That's when I realized that my only hope for any sort of life was keeping my secret.
But you're not a child now.
No, I'm older, Lisa, but nothing's changed for me. Oh, yeah. There's one thing that's changed.
Well, what's that?
I'm giving up my so-called art. I'm going to look for a job.
Well, I'm sorry, Vincent, because I did think you had talent.
I've got to get some money to live on. My talent won't provide that.
Well, I thought you had some savings.
They're all gone after that lawsuit.
What lawsuit?
That man I beat up on the street. He sued me for damages. He won, of course. His wife stood up in court and verified that I'd beaten him up with no provocation at all. Nothing like a wife's loyalty, is there?
But, Vincent, why didn't you let me know? I would have been a witness for you.
It wouldn't have mattered.
Well, how are you living now?
Well, on the welfare rolls, of course. But don't worry about me.
Look, if I can lend you any money, it won't...
No. I have borrowed enough from you and your brother. I don't want any more money or sympathy. Just leave me alone, Lisa. Can't you get that through your head? Leave me alone.
He did find a job eventually, waiting on tables down at Fisherman's Wharf. He seemed to sink lower and lower every day. My brother and I tried to help him all we could, but he refused to take any more charity. I tried to sell his paintings by putting them in the window of our little gallery. But there was only one person who seemed interested in Vincent's gloomy efforts. Hello? May I help you?
Yes. I have been looking at the paintings in your window, trying to make out the artist's name.
Oh, his name is Raymond.
Raymond? Would that be Vincent Raymond, by any chance?
Oh, yes, it is. Did you like the work?
It's interesting. I'm an artist myself. But that sort of thing, all those dark colors, it doesn't really appeal to me.
Oh, I see.
However, I am interested in the artist. I wonder if you could tell me how to reach him. Is he a local resident?
Yes, he lives in San Francisco. Oh, would you mind telling me your name?
Oh, yes, of course. Here is my card.
Raphael Gallinari.
You might say that I am a portrait artist.
Oh, and is that why you want to meet Vincent? To paint his portrait?
Something like that. Now, will you help me?
All right. I'll tell you where you can reach him.
Who is it?
Raphael Gallinari.
Who?
Please open the door, Mr. Hammond.
What do you want?
May I speak to you for a few moments, Mr. Hammond?
I don't know you.
Oh, I thought perhaps the young lady in the art gallery might have mentioned my name to you.
What young lady? Oh, you mean Lisa?
May I come in, please? It's about a rather important matter.
Oh. All right, come in. What is it you want, Mr. What was that name again?
Gallinari. Please, my card.
What are you, some kind of bill collector?
No, Mr. Hammond. As a matter of fact, I'm an artist, like yourself.
Tough luck for you, Mr. Gallinari, if you're an artist like me. Take a look around. You see any canvases in this place?
I understand that you are working at a restaurant these days.
That's right. Listen, if it's my work you're interested in, they're all at the gallery.
Let me be honest with you, Mr. Hammond. It isn't your work I care about. It's mine.
Yours?
That is correct. You see, I am a portrait artist, a sculptor, actually.
So what?
This is how we differ in our talents. Yours is dependent on the quality of imagination, while mine is devoted to verisimilitude. If you would permit me, perhaps I can buy us both some dinner and we can talk about our art.
If you hadn't mentioned dinner, Mr. Gallinari, I would have said no.
You know how it is with an artist. You know how we become obsessed sometimes, obsessed with a certain idea, a certain passion for a subject.
No, Mr. Gallinari. I wouldn't know. I lost all my passion for art a long time ago.
But if you had the inspiration, if there was one thing you wanted to paint more than anything else in the world, believe me, the passion would come flooding back like the tide.
And do you have such a subject in mind?
Yes, I do. A subject which has haunted me for years, more years than I wish to count.
And this has something to do with me?
Everything to do with you. Will you have another glass of wine?
Sure, since you're buying.
You see, Mr. Hammond, I am contemplating a certain work, a sculptural project, and one which would be impossible without you.
How could that be?
In order to answer that question, I have to bring up a subject which may be painful to you.
A lot of subjects are painful to me, Mr. Gallinari.
This one, I think, has left the deepest wound.
Wait a minute.
Yes, Mr. Hammond. I mean your parents.
How do you know who I am? Did Lisa tell you?
Oh, no. No, I assure you, the young woman at the gallery said nothing at all to me about you.
And how did you know? Damn it!
Because I've made it my business to find you. Believe me, it's taken a very long time. The last address I had for you was in the Midwest. Then I ran across one of your paintings in a traveling exhibit, the Moorland exhibit.
Yeah, that was the only show I've been in, and nothing sold.
I found out that you were in San Francisco from the proprietors of the exhibit. Finally, I saw your work in a little gallery on Green Street. Your style is unmistakable.
Rotten, but unmistakable.
Mr. Hammond, I remember the beautiful Ada.
Go on.
I'm quite a few years older than you. I have a very clear memory of how your mother looked on the stage before her retirement. I thought then that she was the most beautiful woman I had ever seen.
Beauty is very fleeting, Mr. Gallinari. Like life itself.
Yes, I know that. But then, that's why artists are born, aren't they? To capture that fleeting beauty and imprison it on canvas or in clay or in what? Or in other media.
Why don't you get to the point, Mr. Gallinari?
Your mother's beauty is the point. If I had been the sculptor then that I am now, I would have carved her image then. But alas, I was only a boy.
I still don't know what you want from me.
I want to sculpt your mother's image, Mr. Hammond. But there is only one drawback. I have no model to work from.
There's nothing I can do about that. My mother's been dead for 25 years.
I know there are some faded old newspaper photographs of her, but they're not really helpful, not to someone who insists on verisimilitude.
I don't see why it's so important. Who cares what Ada Krim looked like?
But I care. Very much. You see, I've already started the project.
You have?
Yes. I've been using the crude photographs of her as a guide. I have obtained a sort of likeness.
Look, I cannot stop you from doing what you please, Mr. Gallinari. If you're asking for my permission...
Well, in a way, yes, I suppose I am. It does seem like a slight invasion of privacy.
Yeah. All right. If your conscience bothers you, I'll tell you what you can do. You can order another bottle of wine.
Mr. Hammond, I would gladly order you a case if you would give me one more permission.
What's that?
To sculpt your father, too.
My father?
As I said, this is a form of obsession with me. But from the moment I began work on the statue of Ada Krim, I felt that I couldn't stop until I had also done the head of John Lloyd Raymond.
He's dead, Mr. Gallinari. I have no way to prevent you from sculpting him or painting him or anything else, but I'll tell you one thing. You won't get me to talk about him.
Oh, no. I would not dream of it. But you see, I have a peculiar problem. While there are some likenesses of Ada Krim available, in the case of your father, well, I cannot find a single photograph. I have searched and come to a dead end. And what I was wondering, I know this is an imposition, if there is something in your possession...
You think I have a picture of him?
It was only a hope. I know his memory is painful, but you were his son, and sometimes, well, there are souvenirs one hates to discard. Well, Mr. Hammond?
I have pictures of him.
You do?
I won't give them to you.
Please, don't be so hasty.
I won't give them to you. But I'll sell them to you.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm perfectly willing to pay.
I owe Lisa Brandon and her brother exactly $127. That's the price.
Done, Mr. Hammond. $127. And I'll still throw in that case of wine.
Vincent told me about Mr. Gallinari's visit when he paid me back the money that we'd loaned him. He didn't really care about those photographs he had. He was happy to have gotten rid of the debt. But there was only one thing wrong. I think you must know what I mean.
Yes, I think I do. Raphael Gallinari didn't tell Vincent Raymond the whole truth.
No, he didn't tell him the truth. He didn't tell him what kind of a sculptor he was, or what use he would make of his work after it was completed.
Yeah.
And obviously he didn't tell him the medium he would use to carve the statues.
No. He didn't tell him that the medium would be wax.
And that the subject would be murder.
And what happened when Vincent Raymond learned of the duplicity of Raphael Gallinari? Or was it really duplicity? Gallinari said he was a sculptor. Gallinari said he believed in authenticity. And, of course, Gallinari paid for the privilege of using Vincent's photographs as a model. But has Gallinari paid enough? And now, here's Act 3 of the Murder Museum. For Vincent Raymond, all nights are the same. A dark passage into yesterday. A grim return trip to the past. But men must sleep, and sleepers must dream. So there's no escape for him.
Ada!
John, please believe me.
Ada!
He means nothing to me, I swear it.
And that's why he was in your bedroom, Ada?
Please.
Is that why?
Please, think of our little boy.
Ada!
Look at Vincent. You're frightening him to death.
Death. That's right, Ada. Death. That's what you deserve.
Oh!
Ada, that's what you deserve.
Oh, dear God. When will it stop? When will that dream stop? Who is it?
It's me, Vincent. It's Lisa.
Lisa? Oh, wait a minute. Hey, what is it? What are you doing here so early?
I just couldn't wait. I've got wonderful news for you, Vincent.
What about?
Your painting, the large one in the window, it's been sold.
Sold? You're joking. Who would buy it?
Oh, please, let me come in.
All right. Just let me get a robe on.
It happened. First thing this morning, the gallery wasn't open more than 10 minutes, and this man walked in wearing a Homburg, Vincent. I didn't think people wore Homburgs anymore. He did.
Well, who was he? What was his name?
Well, he gave me a card. Oh, wait a minute. It's right here. I've got it in my purse.
It wasn't someone named Gallinari, was it?
What?
Raphael Gallinari calls himself a sculptor?
No. No, it wasn't him. It's, wait, his name is, here it is, Charles Mulholland. Does that mean anything?
Mulholland? That's Mulholland Gallery in Chicago. High priced. Oh, no, I doubt if there's any connection.
Well, anyway, he bought it, Vincent, without any quibble about the price, and in fact, he was surprised that it was so low.
Miracles never cease, do they?
Oh, Vincent, if he really is somebody, then maybe your work will start to be recognized.
Oh, forget it, Lisa. There isn't any more work for me. Just waiting on tables. That's my art. And I'm getting better at it all the time.
Well, anyway, here's your money. It's all in $50 bills.
Wait now. That's the full $300. What about the gallery's commission?
Oh, don't be technical, Vincent. You need the money more than we need the commission.
No, sirree. You've got to accept 1/3 of it.
All right.
It wouldn't be fair otherwise.
I knew you'd feel that way.
I can't believe it. It's the first painting I've sold, Lisa. Do you realize that?
I told you had talent. That'll teach you to listen to me.
You're right. I should always listen to you, Lisa. Listen, I've got an idea. Have you had breakfast yet?
Well, I had coffee.
Tell you what. I'm going to get dressed, and we'll go celebrate with champagne and eggs Benedict. And then we're going out tonight. I'm going to buy you the fanciest dinner in San Francisco.
Well, Vincent, you can't spend all the money in one day.
Why not? It's probably the first and last money I'll ever make for my paintings. Let's put it to good use.
Well, it seems that Vincent had more talent than anyone realized. Those dark and gloomy paintings seemed to have the qualities of genius. At least that's what Mr. Mulholland said in his letter.
Lisa, listen to this. Just listen to this.
Go on, I'm
says,
listening.
The Mulholland Gallery would be most interested in arranging an exhibition of your work. Listen, they're willing to pay all the costs of carding and insuring the paintings. They'll even pay my fare and expenses to Chicago so I can attend the opening. Lisa, can you believe it?
Oh, Vincent, it's the most wonderful thing I ever heard.
Well, it's not a one-man show, nothing that grand, but the Mulholland Gallery. That's one of the best, Lisa, one of the most prestigious.
Do you know when you'll be leaving?
As soon as I can get all the stuff crated and shipped. I guess the sooner the better. Lisa, why don't you come with me?
Oh, I couldn't do that. I still have to be at the
Your
gallery.
brother can take care of it for a week or so. That's all the time it'll take.
Oh, I just couldn't do it, Vincent. But when you have that big one-man show, I promise to be there.
And that was when Vincent Raymond went to Chicago.
Yes, that was his reason for going there. A very happy reason.
Was the show a success?
Oh, it was. The press reception to Vincent's work was very good, far better than the evaluation he received back home. I guess it's true what they say about a prophet being without honor in his own country. In this case, in his own state. There were 12 paintings in all the exhibit, and at least half of them were sold in the first week. And for the first time, Vincent was a happy man. He sent me just one letter, and it contained a very good piece of news. Perhaps even more important than the news of his artistic success.
Dear Lisa, just a quick note to tell you that I'm well and spending money like a drunken sailor. I've bought 2 new suits. Yes, I said suits with matching pants and jacket, believe it or not. But more important, I'll tell you one other thing that seems to have happened to me. For the last 3 nights, I've slept without a dream. I think you must realize the importance of that, Lisa. 3 nights of dreamless sleep. The most precious 3 nights of my existence.
But those dreamless nights didn't last very long. Because the very next morning at breakfast in his hotel room, Vincent opened a local paper and saw a strangely familiar name.
Gallinari. Gallinari? What's that all about? Announcing the opening of Gallinari's Murder Museum. Oh, no. That can't be the same man. The Murder Museum, world's most terrifying house of wax, vivid recreation, scenes of crime, passion, and horror never before witnessed. Oh, it can't be the same man. It can't be. Where's that phone number? Oh. Hello. Is this the Murder Museum? Yes, I know you're not open yet. Listen, I want to ask you a question. This man, Gallinari, I want to know his first name. Raphael. And he is. Listen, what time are you open? No earlier than that? Then tell me where I can find Mr. Gallinari. Yes, it's important. No, my name does not matter. All right. First show, 2 o'clock. Oh, dear God, don't let it be true.
And here, ladies and gentlemen, you see the notorious mass murderer of Huntersville, Nebraska, who not only dispatched his victims with poison, but then mutilated their bodies in the dreadful fashion you see before you. And now, if you'll step to the next exhibit, you will see the latest addition to Professor Gallinari's world-famous murder museum. For the first time in any house of wax, the horrifying axe murder of one of the most glamorous women ever to appear upon the American stage.
It's true.
They called her the beautiful Ada. And yes, Ada was beautiful as she was faithless. And one day, her wealthy manufacturer husband, John Lloyd Raymond, returned home from a business
I've got to ask you something.
Excuse me, sir, but I'm still not through with this.
Where is he? Does he have an office at this museum?
Well, now, please,
Look,
sir.
I've got to see him. Make him remove this abomination.
Well, no, his office is in the rear. I don't know if he's...
Out of my way!
Now, just here. Come back here.
Who is it?
Open up, Gallinari. Open the door.
Yes, what is it?
Let me in. I have to talk to you.
I'm sorry. I'm quite busy at the moment, and Raymond? Is that you?
Yes, Vincent Raymond.
What are you doing in Chicago?
The question is, what have you done?
Now, be calm, young man. There is nothing to get so excited about.
That's your art out there, Gallinari, out there. That's the verisimilitude you were talking about?
Yes, that's right. I try to be faithful to the original. I'm not ashamed.
You liar, you thief!
Now, come. I've stolen nothing. I've imitated life, but stolen nothing. Now, please, sit down. Calm yourself. Let me offer you a drink.
You lied to me. You pretended to be something you weren't. You never told me you were going to create that horror out there.
I told you only the truth. That I wish to do a sculpture of your mother and father. I only neglected to tell you the medium. Some artists work with clay and marble. I chose wax. Is that so wrong?
You know it's wrong. You made a public spectacle out of it. And now you're going to do something about it. You're going to get rid of that thing out there.
I am afraid that's impossible. The exhibit took months to create. They all do. The investment in time and money.
I'll sue you. I will make you destroy it.
Ah, Mr. Raymond, don't make unnecessary problems for yourself. Murder is in the public domain.
There has to be some way to make you tear it down, and I will. I swear it. I won't let that thing stand.
Of course, I know myself what happened next. Because I was there in the murder museum. The night that your friend Vincent Raymond returned.
Oh, please. Can you tell me about it? I never did know the details.
Well, from what I understand, he went to a lawyer the very next day to see if there was some legal means to get Gallinari to destroy the exhibit. He must have gotten some idea how difficult it would be to get an injunction against the museum. Because that's when he decided that the only recourse was to destroy the sculpture itself.
Yes, that would be like Vincent.
And what he did was very simple. He came back to the museum for the last show of the day. But during the tour, he slipped away from the crowd and hid behind one of the curtains until everyone had gone. And then he walked up to the exhibit and stopped in front of it. Of course, the instrument he needed to destroy the exhibit was already there. The fire axe was real, like the clothes of the wax figures and the furnishings of the room. All he had to do was take the axe out of the hands of his father's statue, and that's what he did.
Destroy. Be destroyed.
I saw him standing there as still as the wax figures themselves. And I froze in the doorway, too, afraid to move. Because I saw his eyes. And I was afraid to become a victim, too. And then I heard him sobbing.
You should have done it. You should have done it.
I saw him turn the axe toward the figure of his father. But then a strange thing happened. He began to shake from head to foot. He seemed unable to bring the axe down on the figure of John Lloyd Raymond.
No! No, it wasn't your fault. It was hers. Hers!
And suddenly he turned around and brought the axe down on the wax figure of his mother.
You're the one who did it. You did it.
That was when Professor Gallinari himself came out of his office.
Stop it! Stop it!
Raymond dropped the axe. The destruction of the wax figure complete. But Gallinari was infuriated and threw his arms around his throat. Raymond struggled with him. They fell in a heap to the floor.
Stop it. Don't say any more, please. I'm sorry. I just can't bear to hear any more.
Does that mean that you don't want to see the Raymond exhibit now?
No, I still want to see it. But I'm taking the next flight back to San Francisco, so I suppose there's no use.
Well, I guess it's only fair that I show it to you, Miss Brandon, since you came all this way. We keep the curtain closed whenever we're fixing up an exhibit or preparing to show something new.
This is really very kind of you.
Oh, that's all right. I just hope that you don't find the exhibit too depressing.
Is it a very good likeness?
Yes, I think it's very good. But judge for yourself. As you can see, the figures are all ready, but the furnishings need some work still. Well, what do you think?
It's horrible. Horrible. Oh, I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't say that. I did ask you to show it to me.
Yes, I was afraid you'd feel that way, miss. Because the likeness is really very good. It was Gallinari's brother who did the statue of the professor. Naturally, he'd get that right.
But that's Vincent, too.
Yes.
Just like him.
It's a very good likeness of Vincent Raymond. That's just how he looked when he strangled the life out of Professor Gallinari. Right here in the Murder Museum.
If you are contemplating a visit to a wax museum, we pass on this advice to you. 1, don't go during a heat wave. 2, make sure that you can stand the sight of wax. And 3, be certain you don't have any murderous ancestors who just might show up in one of the exhibits. We hope you enjoyed tonight's tour through the Murder Museum. We hope that you'll always come back through the creaking door of the Radio Mystery Theater, because it's the one place you can enter where your imagination provides the real thrills. Tonight, we tried to aid that imagination with the voices of Michael Wager, Marian Seldes, Robert Dryden, and Leon Janney. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Invites you to relive again the story of another real-life crime fighter on Gangbusters. That's tomorrow night at the same time on KRLD. The News Authority, KRLD, Dallas.
Two major fires at this hour, one near downtown Grand Junction.
The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to the fear you can hear. Welcome to the world of your own terrifying imagination. All of us daydream. It seems a harmless enough way of passing the time. But what might we do if some of the things that pass through our minds come true? Supposing the man or the woman we created in the mind's eye became reality. The phantom became flesh and blood. Our puzzling, nerve-tingling tale begins as it ends, with sudden, irrevocable death.
Hello?
Isabel, it's Sky.
Sky, I've been worried sick. Where have you been? Where are you?
At the apartment.
I've been calling and calling. The phone must be out of order.
I took it off the hook.
Are you with her again?
There isn't any her anymore. Deirdre's dead. Whoever she was. Whatever she was.
What do you mean?
She was a witch, Isabel. There was no other way. I had to kill her.
You what? Oh, Scar.
Honey, there's a letter on the desk. I've tried to explain. And there are letters for the kids. Forgive me. Goodbye.
Sky! No, Sky! Sky, don't hang up! Sky! Oh, good Lord. Oh, no.
Our mystery drama, Out of Focus, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars William Redfield.
It is sponsored in part by new sugar-free Diet 7-Up and by the Kellogg Company, makers of Kellogg's Special K cereal. I'll be back shortly with Act 1.
Hi, I'm Goldilocks, Ms. Goldilocks, if you please, and I'm a professional taste tester. Here at my taste test laboratory, that's TTL for short, I taste test everything from porridge to diet drinks. Actually, there's not that much taste testing in porridge these days. There used to be. Once upon a time. I mean, that's how this Ms. got into the biz. But lately it's been diet drinks. I mean, with so many diet drinks going sugar-free, I've been really busy conducting taste tests. A rather unbearable assignment, to be sure. But then I discovered sugar-free Diet 7-Up. Fresh, natural, delicious. My only problem is that sugar-free Diet 7-Up tastes so good that it broke my Goldilocks diet drink taste-o-meter. Well, sugar-free Diet 7-Up certainly has my seal of approval. This one's just right.
When you're in Los Angeles, stay at the dazzling new Los Angeles Marriott Hotel. Because no matter where you travel, a Marriott Hotel always means a marvelous time. And the exciting new Los Angeles Marriott is exactly what we're talking about. With 7 superb restaurants and lounges, a sensational swim-up bar in our big, beautiful pool. And the new Los Angeles Marriott is only minutes away from L.A. International Airport. A great location, the center of everything in Southern California.
Here's to life as it should be. Live like living's meant to be. And come to a Marriott and live.
For reservations, ask the toll-free information operator for Marriott's nationwide 800 number.
You are Schuyler Harris, Sky to your friends, a typical commuter, an account executive at Lorne, Peabody & Davis. Married 18 years, 2 children, Gary 16 and Lisa 12. $35,000 a year and an expense account. You live up to every penny. You are bored at home, driven at the office, given to fantasizing about women because you don't have the courage to take a mistress. But you are to find one, and such a one, who will quite literally be the death of you.
What do you got here, Jake?
It's a DOA, Sam. Cold turkey.
Mm-hmm. It's like the woman on the phone said. Where's the other?
The dame?
Yeah.
Search me, not in here.
It's probably the bedroom. Check out the rest of the apartment, huh?
There's a letter or a confession or something on the desk.
Yeah, I see it. Dear Isabel, I have just killed Deirdre. And before I kill myself, I want to explain, or try to explain why. It started 10 days ago. It doesn't seem possible that in so short a time my whole life was ripped to shreds. It was such an ordinary day, climbing aboard the old 737, just like thousands of others.
Why make the fourth this morning, Sky, if Ed isn't on?
Oh, no thanks, Charlie. I'm bushed. I'm going to catch a nap on the way in.
Hey, you do look a little frazzled. Everything okay?
Oh, my health's all right, as far as I know. Oh, it's just the rat race, I guess. It's getting to me.
Maybe it's a male change of life, Sky.
No, not yet. Please, God. Oh, Lord, that I could do with a little change of life, you know.
Well, leave you to get on with it. At least you got the whole seat to yourself in case the action gets rough.
Oh, thanks.
Sweet dreams, lover boy.
Oh, go trump your partner's ace.
All tickets, please. Have your tickets ready, please. Morning, Mr. Harris.
Oh, hi, Benji. Hang on to it. It's the last ride left on the ticket.
Tough night, Mr. Harris?
Oh, they're all tough these days, Benji. I'll see you at the end of the line, okay?
You don't mind my joining me?
What? Oh, I beg your pardon. I'm sorry. I thought I was alone in the seat.
You don't mind, do you?
Mind? What man in his right mind would?
I'm glad you find me pleasing.
What?
Don't look so surprised. I'm just what you've been waiting for. Am I not?
Mr. Harris? Wake up, Mr. Harris. We're in the terminal.
Huh? What is... Well, Benji, what is it?
Everyone out, sir. End of the line.
But I was just... Wait a minute. I fell asleep? What happened to the girl that was sitting beside me?
What girl, Mr. Harris?
Oh, Benji, she was sort of a tall, dark-haired, deep violet black eyes like Elizabeth Taylor, long legs that... Well, I mean, if you saw her, you could never forget her.
Sorry, sir. I passed you a couple of times, and the seat beside you was always empty.
What? Oh, Benji, come on. You're sure there wasn't a girl?
I didn't see her. Maybe you dreamed her.
Maybe. Well, there's no doubt about it. She was a perfect dream. Yes, Doris? Harry? Oh, sure. Send him right in.
Sky, have I got news for you? Hold on to your hat.
What?
I just came from a session with the Kingpin.
Oh, so what does boss man Peabody have up his sleeve this morning?
The brass ring for you, Sky, and I go along for the ride. The Bianchi account.
Bianchi?
It's all yours, baby. All you have to do is come up with a campaign.
That's $10 million in billing.
Biggest new account in the shop. The plum.
Yeah.
Now, if you pull it off, it's the VP rating we're all bucking for.
And if I blow it, I'll be on the unemployment line.
No, not you, Sky. That's why the Kingpin picked you. Now, you better go right on up. He wants to see you to kick a couple of ideas around.
You know something, Harry?
What?
You either cured my headache or arranged I'll never have one again.
What does that mean?
The Bianchi account. If I don't cut it, I won't have to worry about headaches anymore. Old Kingpin Peabody will hand me my head in a basket. Hey, Mario.
Yes, Mr. Harris.
Once again, not too lightly for Mr. Lipscomb and me, okay?
Right.
You don't want to miss your train, Sky. Oh, you don't know how often I want to, but not tonight. What's the big deal tonight? You and Isabel socializing? No. For once, it's the train I'm interested in.
Oh, well, that's a switch.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Mario. Well,
What's so special about tonight's commute?
I won't know until I prowl all the trains. I'll be looking for something.
Do me a favor, Sky. Now, I'm only a poor working photo stiff. You're the idea man. Look for an idea for Bianchi.
But I already have it. Genius. What? Could you picture a girl like this? Great violet gentian eyes framed with black lashes, natural at least a half-inch long. Cream white skin, full lips, deep carmine to match the cheek blush. A mass of blue-black hair to frame the face. A figure full but gorgeously shaped. Long tapering legs with ankles that lead to high arched feet. Picture her in semi-decolletage, a hint of cleavage, and the promise of all sex. And underneath that caption, Bianchi. If you have it, you don't need anything else. And if you don't have it, it doesn't much matter what else you have.
Now all we got to do is find the babe.
Harry, I already found her. The trick is just how I find her again. Oh, holy cow. I got to make the first train. Put this tab on the national debt, Mario. Harry, you can pop for the tip, will you? I got a date with an angel. I hope.
Something I can help you with, Mr. Harris?
Huh? Oh, no, Benji. I was just looking for someone.
Yeah, I figured. You've been from one end of the train to the other. Anyone I know?
No, just a girl.
The one you asked me about on the way in this morning?
Yes, I've got to find her.
Well, if she's anything like you described, I wouldn't blame you.
You know, Benji, you better find me a seat now. I'm still a little stoned.
Well, take my spot, Mr. Harris. I'll put my work case up on the rack.
Oh, thanks.
Stretch out. Make yourself comfortable. I'll wake you up before you get to your stuff.
Oh, you're a scholar, a gentleman, and a fine conductor, Benji.
Wake up, Skylar.
Huh?
It isn't very flattering to have you always falling asleep on me.
What's that? Oh, you're real.
This time I've been waiting for you.
But I hunted the whole train for you.
Did you? You shouldn't have worried, Skylar. I wasn't going to let you get away.
How do you know my name?
If I want information, I just ask questions. Skylar Harris.
Well, how do I do with the same question?
The name is Deirdre.
Lovely, provoking, sensuous, a little incomplete, perhaps. No surname?
Do you really care?
Well, it would be necessary eventually just to satisfy the accountants, you know. Social Security and Uncle Sam.
Dear me, does everyone have to know all about us?
Well, maybe I didn't make it clear. See, I have a proposition to make to you.
Oh, yes. I thought perhaps you might.
No. Don't misunderstand me. See, I'm an advertising executive.
Yes, I know all about you, Skylar.
No, I mean, there's this account. Bianchi Cosmetics.
Oh, yes.
Deirdre, I guess I may call you that?
I want you to.
Oh, I have no idea who you are or what you are, but would you be interested in this?
Skylar.
No, look, honestly, I mean, this is strictly a business arrangement. I have a campaign in mind using you as the central figure.
I don't know what you want to call it, Skylar, but as far as we're concerned, there needn't be any embarrassment or cover-ups. Don't we both know what we really want?
Now, come on, Deirdre. Don't put me on.
I'm not. You're the one who turned me on, Skylar.
Now, look, Deirdre, and whatever your other name is, I am honest to God leveling about this big ad campaign and how perfect you are for it and how much money you could make if it all goes the way I think it could.
If you insist, Skylar. Anything. But if we have to talk about something other than ourselves, would you mind getting me a drink?
Oh, sure. I could use one myself. What'll it be?
It doesn't matter. You pick it. Just hurry back.
Oh, don't worry. Just don't vanish.
Westfield. Next stop, Westfield. Hey, Mr. Harris. Coming into Westfield?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'm with you, Benji. I'm with you. Thanks.
Westfield is the next stop. Westfield.
Benji?
Yes, Mr. Harris.
What happened to the girl?
We back at that again?
Oh, no. Now, come on, Benji. This time it's no dream. I've been talking to her all the way up the line.
What do you want me to say, Mr. Harris?
Well, I want to know where the girl went.
Mr. Harris, we've been riding this line a long time together. You don't want to make no scene.
Benji, all I'm asking you
I
is what...
get the message. So what do you want me to say? If there was this girl, maybe she got off at the last stop or the one before.
But she couldn't have.
Mr. Harris, you've been cold turkey the last 10 miles. Now, maybe this girl was here, I don't know, or maybe you just had one too many. Excuse me, we're coming into the station. This is where you get off.
A man who doesn't realize how near the end of his emotional rope he is. A girl named Deirdre, who promises desire as sensually as a centerfold in today's magazines. A suburban family who awaits the return of the husband and father as routine. And the disaster we know is to happen. We'll start to fit the pieces of the jigsaw together when I return shortly with Act 2.
Ever see a beer drinker pour his beer real easy down the side of the glass? Maybe you do it yourself. If so, the Budweiser brewmaster thinks you're missing something, especially if you're a Budweiser drinker. You see, Bud is brewed, so it will kick up a healthy head of foam. Exclusive beechwood aging and natural carbonation make it a lively brew. Well, anyway, pouring Bud plunk down the middle of the glass helps bring out the best in that clean, white Budweiser foam and real beer aroma. It also helps you get the full benefit of a taste, smoothness, and drinkability you'll find in no other beer at any price. Remember, brewing beer right does make a difference. Next time, pour that Budweiser right down the middle and see for yourself. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis.
When occasional heartburn or acid indigestion is combined with a gassy, foolish feeling, that's what we call gassed indigestion. Digel is made for gassed indigestion because Digel is different. It does more than plain add acids. Digel reduces excess acid while its patented simethicone gets rid of trapped gas fast. Use only as directed. Digel for gassed indigestion. No plain add acid can do what Digel can.
Of all the leading laxatives, only one, Phenamint, is a gentle chewing gum laxative.
And for a very good reason. It's pleasant to take. Phenamint goes into your system gradually, little by little. And after Phenamint has entered your system, it begins to work gently, predictably, to relieve occasional irregularity.
Phenamint, the gentle chewing gum laxative.
Like all medicines, take only as directed.
One of the minor sad comedies of the world is the faces of the wives as they meet their returning commuter husbands. As the trains get later and later, the faces get tenser and tenser. Till finally, as the last commuter train pulls in and errant hubby pours himself off, the wife's eyes roll helplessly heavenwards.
Hi, Isabel, baby. How was your day?
My day was miserable, and most of my night was worse.
Really? What do you mean, night?
Well, it's just about half over. Do you know you're well over 2 hours late? This is the 4th train I've met. The least you might have done is call.
Well, honey, look, I'm sorry. It was a big day at the office. I was swamped, and on top of that...
Oh, don't give me that, Sky. When you weren't on the early train, I called the office, and they told me you left in plenty of time to catch it.
Well, that's right. I know I did. But look, it's big news, hon. I got handed the plum of my career today. The Bianchi account.
So, Is that any reason to go out and get stoned?
Oh, have a heart, Isabel. I handle this right, I'll end up a VP.
Well, you handle it the way you started off, and you're going to end up PNG at home.
Well, now, what does that mean?
Persona non grata. Somebody not wanted.
No. I know what persona non grata means. Well, what do you mean about me not being wanted?
Well, you've already got 2 out of 3 of us feeling that way right at the moment.
Okay. You and who else?
Gary. Obviously, you've forgotten you promised to be home early while there was still enough light to give him a driving lesson.
Oh, so that's such a big deal? Everybody has to snap their corks? I mean...
It is when the driving lesson was to be on the way to the basketball team's father and son dinner, which you promised to attend with him.
Oh, damn, Isabel, I forgot. You see, I was so up to my ears that it just...
You couldn't have been so far up. You couldn't put a phone to one of them and let us know.
Well, I told you, Isabel, I forgot.
Now, you're not going to tell me that you also forgot you have a wife who meets you at the station 6 nights a week these days.
Well, I'm sorry, but it's the truth. I mean, honest to Pete, Isabel, I've had a lousy day. All right. I'm sorry, Isabel.
So am I, Sky. About you, I mean. It's just...
Just what?
Sky, I've been worried about you lately. I guess I'm tense because you're tense.
Well, who's tense?
Come off it. I'm not the only one who's noticed it. Even Liza's worried about you.
Oh, now what have I done to her?
It isn't so much what you've done as what you haven't. You've been neglecting a daughter who needs her father very much.
Why?
She's 12 years old. You're a big man in her life.
Okay, Isabel, okay, can we knock it off for now? I just don't want to go into the house bickering.
Neither do I, Sky. Especially not in front of the kids.
Okay. Truths, huh? And before we go in, apology?
Accepted.
Oh, I guess I have been off my feet, honey. It's overwork, you know?
Well, I hope that's all.
What else?
Well, it's silly of me, I suppose, but it isn't another woman, is it, Sky?
Oh, of course not, Isabel. Now, come on. Let's get inside. I need a drink. Chrysler Model Agency? Yeah, this is Scarlett Harris here. Put me through to Irene. Yeah, that's all right. I'll hold. Doris, while I'm on 1, call IFW and hold them on 2. I want to talk to Ed Rashby, okay? Hello, Irene. It's Sky. Yeah, fine. Well, I'm looking for a girl. First name Deirdre. I don't know the second. She is a natural for the Bianchi account, and I've just got to find her. Well, Harry, it's hard to believe anyone this beautiful can't be a model or in TV or the theater or somewhere. No, I'm the only one that's seen her. Yeah, I've checked out all the talent books, and I have every agency in the business pulling pictures of their clients. Well, you're last on the line, Harry, only because I couldn't get through to you sooner. Are those the Maurice Williams pics, Harry?
Yeah, I just came by special messenger.
No luck yet? Nope, not yet. Okay, let me see them.
Here, now, just look at all these dames. And now, any one of them, I can make something out of this world.
Yeah.
Now, why this special one?
Because she is out of this world to start with.
Well, then I gotta see. Now, what's she got that this little number hasn't got?
Well, you'd have to see Deirdre to understand.
Oh, it's a name for you.
That's right. It suits her. Keep your fingers crossed. I'm almost through these.
Well, suppose you don't find her.
I've got to find her.
Look, it's been nearly a week, Sky. The kingpin is getting restless.
Huh? What?
I said Mr. Peabody's hollering for some layouts. At least the kind of campaign you're planning.
Oh.
Didn't find her, huh?
No.
Well, maybe she's not a model.
Maybe. I've still got to find her.
You don't even know she exists.
Now, don't be silly, Harry. She couldn't just vanish into thin air.
Sky.
What?
Sky, look, I just don't want you to take this wrong.
Now, come on, Harry. Get it out.
Okay. Now, you've been running off the tracks quite a bit for the last few months. You don't look so hot. You've been no ball of fire around the shop. You've been hitting the sauce pretty heavy, and now this screwball bit about this Deirdre dame. Now, I think you ought to have a little skull session with your local friendly shrink.
I got 2 words for you, Harry. Butt out.
Okay, only friendly advice.
I don't need it. On second thought, I'll butt out. I need a drink and some space to think. Hey, Mario.
Yes, Mr. Harris.
Build me another Manhattan, huh?
Coming right up.
Good. Boy, shoot deer in here today.
It's a breather. The late lunches blew finely, and the other drinkers don't come in for the next hour or so.
Oh, I see. All right.
Sure you want to be alone, Sky?
Deirdre.
Mind if I sit on the stool next to you?
Mine? Oh, I've been going out of my mind trying to find you. Where do you keep disappearing to?
I'm a very private person, Sky. With me, 2 is more than enough company. I hate crowds.
Well, this time, I'm not letting you go. How about a drink?
Well, does it have to be here?
No, name the place.
How about yours?
Mine? Oh, you mean the office?
No, I don't like offices either.
I have a studio apartment.
Well, then can't we go there?
Well, we sure can. Just let me settle my tab. Mario. Now, where did he go?
If you mean the bartender, I heard a phone ring. I think he went to answer it around the corner there.
Don't you move now. We'll go right away.
How far are we going, Sky?
Oh, you mean the address. 825 East 50th. I'll be right back. Hey, Mario.
I was just coming to get you. It's your office.
Well, I can't talk to him now. Here.
Well, they said it was urgent.
Oh, damn. Now, look, Mario, there's a girl sitting on the stool next to where I was around the corner. Don't let her get out of here. Don't let her get away.
I'll handle it, Mr. Harris.
Thank you, Mario. Hello? Oh, hello, Doris. When? Well, I can't call now. What did my wife say was wrong? She didn't. Well, look, call her back and tell her she can reach me at the apartment. I should be there within 10 or 15 minutes. But, yeah, I got to rush now. Oh, what now? Well, Isabel will just have to... Mario. The girl. Why did you let her...
Sorry, Mr. Harris. When I came around, there was no one here.
Oh, no. No, she can't get away again. Deirdre, can't tell you what a lift I got when I found you waiting at the door.
I'm glad, Skylar.
Well, what did you run out of the bar for?
I told you. I don't like crowds.
I almost had heart failure thinking I'd lost you again.
Oh, you'll never lose me. Take my coat.
Oh, sure.
Get me a drink.
What's your poison? Oh, heck.
You get that. I'll mix my own poison.
Hello?
Sky, why didn't you call me right back?
Isabel, I was busy.
At a bar?
Now, honey, you know how much of our business is... well, never mind that. What is it?
Well, at the time, I wanted you to talk to Gary. All of a sudden, just before I called, he threw a kind of fit. I don't know how to describe it. He just yelled at me like he was another person. Yelled something about being tired of being a kid and ran out of the house.
Look, Isabel, please, I'm very busy now.
It's the worst, Sky. While I was trying to get you, he took the car and drove off.
Oh, well, unless you gassed it up, he can't get very far, and he's a pretty good driver anyway.
And he doesn't have a license.
Well, what do you want to do, call the police? He's an all right kid, and he'll be right back. Now, Isabel, please stop worrying. And stop worrying me, will you? I have urgent business to attend to.
At the apartment?
Yes, at the apartment. Now, let me get on with it.
Apron strings?
Oh, no, my wife's just a little upset over one of the kids.
I hope she's not going to keep calling back and interrupting our business.
Well, there's one sure way of taking care of that. Just leave it off the hook.
Let's get away from that ugly noise.
Okay.
What's in here?
The bedroom.
Oh. This is nice. And comfy. Skylar.
What, Deirdre?
Aren't you coming in?
Well, it'd be a little easier for me to keep my mind on business out here. Besides, you never mixed that drink.
I decided on headier wine. There. Now, isn't this what you really want from me?
Huh? Oh, no. What the devil is...
You'd better go see before he wakes up the whole building.
Oh, I was sound asleep. All right, I won't be a second. Who is it? What is it?
Open the door, Scotty. It's Harry.
Well, take the chain off and let me in. Harry, what do you want? Oh, that way, huh? Well, I should have figured. Well, you better ditch her fast and get on home. Isabella's frantic. She's been trying to reach you all evening, and she finally got in touch with me. What is it? Your boy, Gary. He's had an accident with the car. It's concussion. I don't know how bad. Now, I've got a cab waiting. If you only get... Harry, look, I've got to get dressed. Thanks. For nothing. Now, you make sure you get rid of that chick and get home where you belong. Okay, Harry. Oh, Deirdre, I didn't know you were standing there. You heard?
I know. Home.
What about you? We haven't even talked about... Deirdre, I can't lose you again.
I promised you wouldn't. I'll be waiting. It doesn't matter about tonight. Not anymore now. Because you know there's always tomorrow. And tomorrow. And tomorrow.
Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. So mourned Shakespeare's Macbeth for the death of his lady. How much will Our Lady called Deirdre mourn the death of her lover? We'll return shortly with Act 3.
And now another story of the ball and chain as Kellogg's Special K presents Veronica and Jeff.
Oh, Jeffrey, isn't this romantic? Out in a quiet lake at night with you rowing the boat.
Yes, Veronica, it's really neat.
Jeffrey, what was that?
Frogs.
Frogs that go bong?
They're pretty weird frogs.
Oh, Jeffrey, you're such a card. You have a ball and chain, like the ones they use in those Special K commercials.
Yes, Veronica. It symbolizes my few pounds of extra weight. But I'm going to get rid of it.
How?
By exercising. You know, like rowing this boat and eating smart at every meal, starting with a Special K breakfast.
You mean a 1 ounce bowl of high-protein Special K, 4 ounces of skim milk, orange juice, and coffee?
Precisely. It's less than 240 calories, and it tastes delicious. It'll help me get rid of this ball and chain.
I'll help too, Jeff. After all, we're all in the same boat.
You have a ball and chain, too.
Your happy ending could begin with the Special K breakfast from Kellogg's.
The Tab Paysetter account from Exchange Bank. An unusual name for an unusual checking account. TAB stands for Total Account Banking, and that means a complete package of 14 customer services. A Paysetter is a leader in its field, which means we have the only account of its kind in town. And here's what you get with your Tab Paysetter account. As many personalized checks as you need, and you get to write as many as you want. No minimum balance. $10,000 accidental death insurance. Membership in Bank Club Association. Installment loan discounts. All the money orders and traveler's checks you want. Local and national discounts, a safety deposit box, and special deals on travel tours. A quarterly Bank Club newsletter, and financial counseling for the asking. You get all these services for only $3 a month. The Tab Paysetter account, an unusual name for an unusual checking account. From Exchange Bank, Harry Hines at Mockingbird, member FDIC.
No better introduction for what's to come, but the rest of Macbeth's lament. Out, out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow. A poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. And then to the messenger who came, he said,
Thy story, quickly.
Deirdre?
Skylar,
Thank God you're still there.
I told you you wouldn't lose me again.
That's all I wanted to know. Look, I can't talk now. I'll be at the apartment as soon as I can. Will you wait?
Through eternity, lover.
I've got to hang up.
God, what are you doing now?
Oh, it's all right, honey. I've just got to get to the office.
You're going into town today?
Yeah, I have to. You see, the deadline on the Bianchi account's day after tomorrow. I got my work cut out to meet it. I doubt if I can even get back tonight. Perhaps not even tomorrow night.
Well, what about Gary?
Honey, I checked the hospital, and he's fine. You knew that when we left at 4 o'clock this morning.
I'm still glad you checked again. I thought I heard you on the phone coming downstairs.
Well, yeah, I called a cab, too.
I can run you to the station in my car.
No, it's all right. It's better this way. Hey, you want some coffee?
No. My stomach's too upset. Oh, Sky, we could have lost Gary.
Well, we didn't, honey, so let's not agonize over it.
I don't know. Everything seems so confused. Like there was a sort of curse on us. And you worry me most of all.
Me?
You. You're like a stranger. Sky, why couldn't I reach you last night? What were you doing?
I told you, Isabel, I had work to do. I didn't want to be interrupted. I took the phone off the hook, and then I just forgot about it.
Work seems to be the only thing that matters to you nowadays. Sky, you only had 2 hours sleep. Do you have...
Come on, Isabel. We haven't got time for messing around. Now, you see, there's my cab.
Couldn't you at least take a later train?
Look, my job depends on this.
And you won't be home tonight.
I doubt it.
And, brother, I kid you not, you are in big trouble, Sky. Now, Peabody is really on the warpath. The only thing saving your neck for a day or so is that Bristol Proctor's in town.
Oh, Harry, please, will you lay off me? I've got everything under control.
Oh, boy, that is for laughs. Oh, now I get the whole picture. Why, you're off the rails, on the sauce, and running hot and cold flashes. Well, if you think some chick is worth what you're heading for, come on, let me give you some advice.
The only thing I want from you, Harry, is technical advice in your specialty.
What?
I want to take some pictures of a girl.
Well, bring her into the studio here?
No. That's just the trouble. She won't come here, and I'm only gambling that if she'll let anyone shoot her, it'll be me.
Well, you know from cameras. You're an idea man. Now, look. Do me a favor, will you? Let's set up the copy like you suggested and let me pick the girl.
Harry, listen, I've got the girl. If only you can get me a camera that's reasonably foolproof, I can get good enough stuff for the sample layouts. Then we can take it from there.
The gal is that sensational.
Take my word for it.
Well, I can give you a Miclon 35, 85-millimeter lens, a micro-blitz strobe with high-speed Ektachrome film.
That's okay. You name it. Just show me how to use it.
Well, you don't have to worry too much about the strobe, even. The film will take natural light, and I'll push it in developing.
Okay, get me the camera. I'll be back with the picture in an hour.
You having fun, Skylar?
Oh, Deirdre, this isn't a game. This could mean our whole future.
It could indeed.
Yeah, just like that. I'm glad you let me talk you into taking the pictures. You won't be sorry.
I'm just very much afraid you will be, Skylar.
Oh, damn.
Sky, dear, I forgot to ask you.
Cutting out your wife?
Well, I've got to finish these pictures. Deirdre, why did you say I'd be sorry I took them?
Skylar, baby, I really don't photograph very well. You'll see.
You got the prints, Harry. That's great.
Well, I don't know how great you're going to think it is.
Huh? Come on, what do you mean?
I don't know what I mean. Look, I just don't see how you could have gotten everything so gummed up.
All right, just let me see.
Sure, help yourself. Everything's so out of focus, you can't tell a lamp from a couch. And it's for the girl. Well, you find her. I can't.
Well, I don't... She was right. Well, if that's the couch, she should be... Now, wait a minute. Let me see in this one. No, this one is... Oh, Harry. How could I have faked out so badly?
You got me. Sky. Level?
Yeah.
Is this some kind of a stupid put-on? I mean, what are you trying to pull on me?
Nothing, Harry. Honest. I shot the film at all the openings, the shutter speeds, everything that you laid out for me.
It all came out like this?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, we got to figure maybe the film was bad or the lens crystallized or something. Well, let's go back. I bring other equipment, and this time we bring home the bacon.
No, Harry. She wouldn't let you shoot her. I can't explain, but...
All right, so forget her.
I can't, Harry. I've got to take one more crack at it. Just one more.
Oh, man, you're crazy.
Would you help me?
You won't let me.
Some kind of camera that I just can't fail with.
Well, okay. Look, I'll give you an instant. 20 seconds, you'll know if you goof. You just keep adjusting it till it's right. I'll go get the camera.
Oh, you're an okay buddy. Thanks. Hello.
Oh, thank God it's you, Sky.
Isabel, what is it now?
I'm just at the end of my rope. I could swear somebody's got a hex on him.
What are you talking about?
You've got to come home. Gary's back in coma.
What? When did that happen?
About 10 this morning. I tried to reach you.
Isabel, listen. You've got to cope a little longer. Everything's falling apart for me here, too. I can't get home till at the earliest later tonight.
What's the matter? She won't let you go?
Who?
Oh, don't try to kid me. There has to be another woman. You couldn't be like this if there weren't. Okay, Sky. If this is the way you want it, you can just let us all go to hell.
Isabel.
The only thing I wish you is a one-way ticket there yourself.
Isabel.
Okay, Sky, here's your instant camera. Now, maybe this will get us all a clearer picture of where we're going.
I feel just like a cat. I want to stretch and curl and purr.
Then let me take my pictures now.
Remember when I said I would take care of tomorrow? And tomorrow and tomorrow?
Yes.
That was a lot more than a promise.
I don't know what you mean.
Take your picture. And you'll know.
What is it, Deirdre? I've got this weird feeling that's taking me over. I'm scared.
The wages of sin. Take your picture. Shoot, Sky.
All right. Now, just like that. Just hold it.
Now, while we wait for it to develop, let me tell you what you'll see.
Where?
On the picture. Everything sharply in focus for just a second, and then, where I should be, a blank. An empty hole in space. Look.
All right. Oh, Lord, no!
As I really look. You've never seen a witch before, have you?
No.
You think I'd be a successful model for your Bianchi account?
Who are you?
Look at your picture again.
Just what you said. You, whatever it was, it's gone.
But I'm still here. This is me. You won't let me go, will you, Schuyler?
Why me, Deirdre?
A personal whim. And you were so ripe for the tempting.
You'd destroy me eventually.
Of course. But I could put it off for a while.
You don't have me that much in your spell.
Are you so confident? What makes you so?
This.
What are you doing with a gun?
Well, you see, it happens to be a hobby of mine. I can put 5 out of 6 in a 3/4-inch bullseye at 30 feet.
It won't save you anymore.
Oh, I know that. I know. But it can the rest of my family.
You wouldn't dare. I never thought you had a gun.
Die, witch. Die. I saw the bullet strike her. I saw her fall. If she was mortal, she was dead. Just a second ago, 3 hours after I shot her, I rose and touched her cheek. It was cold as the grave. I go to meet her there now, or eternal damnation. I have no hope for myself, only for you, Isabel, and for the children. Whatever harm there is left in her, I pray can reach only me alone. I hope I've brought you protection. Goodbye forever.
For I know whatever life after death there is, I can never, ever share it with any of you. I sold my soul to the devil, and the witch he sent to find me. How do you like that for a confession, Jake?
What am I going to say, Sam? Them guys working in advertising, they're halfway round the bend.
I guess you got to be a little bit screwy to get into that kind of business in the first place.
Figures.
Now, hold it. Yeah? Oh, hi, Lieutenant. This is Detective Sandbanks. Yeah. It's pretty much like the story the wife called in from Connecticut. Guy left a confession you got to read. Won't help much. I mean, it's far out. Huh? Oh, the subject. Yeah, there's not much doubt from pictures around the apartment. This is Skylar Harris, all right. Sure, DOA. Bullet through the head. We're just waiting for the ME now. Well, what do you mean, both? There's nobody else in the apartment but the guy. The dame? There's not a sign of her. Well, you'll get it when you read the confession. The way I figure it, she was one of them, what do you call it? Firmaments of the imagination. I don't think she ever existed.
Did the detective mean to say figments of the imagination? Or was his choice of firmament perhaps nearer the truth? Was Deirdre more finite than he believed? Was she somebody of incarnate evil, clothed in beauty, who still stalks the day and the night, looking for other prey? I'll be back shortly.
John Jones, statistic, born with club feet and cleft palate.
Shirley Smith, statistic, born blind.
Tom Kelly, statistic, born with an open spine.
Statistic, children born with birth defects. 250,000 of them every year. 1 out of every 14 babies.
Small statistics with a whole life ahead of them.
Small statistics who cry and think and feel and want to write.
Why should life deny them good health at birth?
The March of Dimes leads the fight for this right.
Good health at birth. Good health at birth. Good health at birth.
Through medical service programs, public education, and scientific research.
So that one day the ultimate goal will be reached.
Prevention of all birth defects.
But birth defects are forever unless you help.
Please, will you give to the March of Dimes?
One parting word until we meet again. Be careful, commuters, and all the other men with extra time that weighs heavy on your hands. Look with a jaundiced eye at that fantasy girl who may materialize beside you in the train, or the bus, or on the stool next to you in your favorite bar. And before you succumb to temptation, remember, at the best, she's apt to burn a hole in your pocket. At the worst, she may burn your soul forever. Our cast included William Redfield, Joan Loring, Suzanne Grossman, Ralph Bell, Dan Ocko, and Earl Hammond. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
We're going to be extra nice to Aunt Belle, Linda. After all, we're protecting an investment.
her back. I can't believe it. Look, I've had just about enough of this. You people simply have to stop coming into my apartment. I'm going to tell Charles he has to do something about this. Oh.
Hello?
Oh, Charles.
Hello, Aunt Belle.
Will you get over here and get these people out?
Who, Aunt Belle?
That man who was here last week. And this time he has a friend. A lady friend, no less.
Aunt Belle, you mean that guy is back?
He certainly is, and with a strange woman.
I'll be right over.
Oh, please do. They're upsetting Julia terribly. I think she's afraid of them.
Julia? Aunt Belle, Julia is dead. She can't be there.
Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by Anheuser-Busch Incorporated, brewers of Budweiser. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Shopping, you like to find what you want without a lot of driving around and without a lot of walking. That's why you'll like Plymouth Park. It's the anything and everything place. Quality merchandise, services, dining, entertainment, you name it. It's all at Plymouth Park. We call it total shopping. You'll call it great.
Your favorite store. Everything you want and more at Plymouth Park.
Just off Highway 183 on Story Road in Irving. The leader in sports coverage. KRLD.
Thank you for listening to and showing your support for my podcast. If you would like to receive notifications of when new episodes are posted, please subscribe to my channel. Subscriptions are 100% free, and they really help me get an idea of how I'm doing. Well, hope you enjoyed, and until next time, stay safe. Wish you well, and as always, peace.